Hello everyone, MediEvilFan here live from Twitch. If you don't follow me on Twitch already, please check me out because I stream, well, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but then that varies and my time varies as well. But and we're back with more MediEvil, hoping today to actually platinum it. We're planning to complete the rest of the game. Currently live streaming on Twitch. Like, I'm trying to just use Twitch only for streaming now, and I'm going to use YouTube for highlights from Twitch. And YouTube for obviously uploads as well, just regular content that's not Twitch related. But yeah, we got 15 trophies left to get, I think, anyway. 14, including the platinum. We last left off doing Pulse the Ancient Dead. We also have to set, I think, 50 enemies on fire for the Arsonist trophy, but when we get the Dragon Armor, I'll be doing that. We are playing the lake. This level's got a similar issue to Pulse the Ancient Dead with the platforms, but the water here is cleaner. But yeah, once we platinum this, I'm officially platinumed all things as of now, MediEvil, because I've platinumed the remake, I've platinumed the PS4 and 5 port of Resurrection, and I have platinumed the PS5 port of this, and we're currently working on the PS4 port. And it's actually pretty cool because there's deleted dialogue of the boatman here, which is used in the remake, and I think it's the only piece of dialogue in the remake that's actually used that wasn't just in the game originally. The lock is a flop, Stambles the Ancient Dead. I'm just reading my sister's message in chat right now. She has this habit of saying the opposite of what something is and then calls it a flop. It's like the lake. She's like, the loch is a flop. Or she could be like, oh yeah, I think you get the idea. There we go, got the graveyard music back now. You haven't got your army now, better use stealth and charge in. But yeah, that's not a very helpful book because you kind of need the Watchers to spot you, because if you kill the Watchers, you need them to summon enemies, otherwise you can't get the chalice. So that's a very misleading book, so don't listen to that one. It says beware the Watchers, but yeah, if you do beware of the Watchers, you're not getting a chalice. So they don't give you chalice percentage, it's only the trolls that do. I'm also a bit nervous just because I how much faster you move in this with the narrow platforms in this level. Because I did fall off a couple of times, I think, last time Pulse the Ancient Dead. Although, funnily enough, not due to the narrow platforms, just me walking off a ledge. But there we go, these little green eyes there are what summon these trolls. And if you destroy the green eyes before they appear, they don't come out. And you can rob yourself out getting the chalice if you do that. So yeah, I wouldn't listen to that book. You do want the Watchers to spot you. There we go, we got the magic sword now. Kind of feel like we absolutely tore through those. But I'm actually, I think next week in my stream schedule, I'm playing the MediEvil remakes. It's been a while since I actually played the remake. I'm always stuck in the retro zone and I'm all petty and I have things I prefer about the original, but it's been a while since I played the remake, and I do want to actually play there because the remake's more challenging as well, and it just gives me more content to make as well. So I did have a walkthrough I did when my mental health was really bad on a separate channel I made for a while there, so I could do a new MediEvil walkthrough of the remake with a more better mental health mindset. I did it when my mental health wasn't at its greatest. So, oh well, let's talk to this gargoyle. In Resurrection, known as the Frogs, according to my friend. The lake is one of my least favourite levels in the game to be. Oh, why is that? Because how it looks, or the gameplay?
Now, Zarok seeks to unlock the secrets of this arcane science.
Arcane science. I'm all too familiar with the term arcane now, with my tutorial being my daily main.
Doom in the crystal caverns.
Certain doom in the crystal caverns. Yeah, as you can see here, the lake is basically, the Song of China Melamade leads into a mine shaft down below, into the crystal caves where the Rhinotaurs are. And this time was destroyed by the Rhinotaurs in that level. So it's lore related, and I did not mean to do that, sorry. But in Resurrection, we get Scurvy Docks instead of this one, which they're both good levels in their own right. I'd recommend playing both games. And you find out where the ghost ship comes from in that one. But it doesn't lead to a mine shaft. It doesn't lead to like a mine full of crystals. It just leads to a random dragon island that happens to have crystals on it. I personally prefer the Crystal Caves to Dragon Island, but I equally like Scurvy Docks in the lake. I think they're both good levels. Yeah, I stupidly hurt myself there. I don't think there's any trophy to be like obtained in this level per se, unless I was to like... Okay, I need to walk along these platforms because I cannot I'm so used to playing the PAL version where you move a lot slower. I'm not used to these faster controls. You just do move so much faster, and because I think whenever people see people do speedruns, they always do the US version of the game because the game runs faster. But I'm not used to that. Oh shit. Although saying that, one of my favourite levels is the Haunted Ruins, which is also yeah, I'd say it's levels the level itself does look pretty gloomy, but I'd say the atmosphere in it's not very gloomy, but I think that's probably because the music's the same as the Graveyard. I think this also the Graveyard music can place this level in the remake as well. It does surprisingly fit the level, considering they're two very different levels. I think it definitely goes very well to Inside the Asylum, considering it's more zombies that come back in that level. I think there's a part where like a sax plays in MediEvil Resurrection, and this soundtrack was like I mean the remake, not Resurrection. Well, I've already got the trophy for fully depleting health fountains, but I've fallen off 2 ledges so far in this level. Some MediEvilFan I am, flop. But I never complained to be a MediEvil speedrunner, and normally when I play this game I usually play it on my PS1 or an emulator, so I'll have to adapt to the faster controls and frame rates. So we just, we didn't get the timer in there actually. I should have done this the other way round. Anti-clockwise. So that by the time we got to this, well to me I used to think they looked like little teapots. Those little crystal machines. And I just have a very vivid memory from myself when I was younger that I remember it kind of spooked me out when I was younger, but I think when I was younger, I think there must have been an enemy here I didn't defeat, and I heard it walking around while it zoomed over to the lake solidifying, and I thought like, why do I hear that like heartbeat sound? Is the lake alive? Is that its heart I'm hearing beating? And I don't think that's exactly what I thought, but I think it just kind of spooked me out when I heard that boop 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 sound when the lake solidified and the music stopped. But I think it was just an enemy walking around that I didn't kill while it was doing that. I do hate those enemies, me too. Because they like, shield your attacks as well. The crystal contraptions that surround the whirlpool can freeze its dangerously turbulent waters. I love how under this, though, we've just got some sea elephants just chilling. So better put in our... I think this is the first rune we put in. I think this is the only part in the level where the trolls get killed permanently if you knock them back in the water. Normally when you knock them back into the water, they just jump back out. Well, it has to be if they spawn like by these lanterns, and you'll see what I mean in a second. But that that watcher eye spawns them on this walkway here. But you'll see what I mean in a moment. We actually do get life vials here in a moment, which we're going to need. Yeah, I think it's only the Earth Rune one here. But I just happen to notice like these trolls, when you knock them in the water, they don't die, but there are a specific 2 that do. Wait, hang on. Wait, why didn't that alert? Wait, let me walk back up to it again. Did I kill that one by accident? I didn't mean to. Oh, I've already been here. I forgot. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we came here earlier and killed the enemies when we came here earlier. I forgot. Yeah, I think these trolls, yeah, if you knock these ones back in the water... There we go. They just stay dead. Yeah, see there. That's the only ones that do. All the other ones just jump back out. There we are, we've powered the crystal lights now. And just in literally a matter of seconds, it freezes an entire lake. Logic. I wonder if there's some kind of science behind that to where you can get these devices that could like, just freeze a massive lake like that in an instant. I know it's just the PS1 graphics, but it kind of reminds me of jelly. I don't know why. It looks like a jelly top. An upside down jelly top. Well, thank you for the lurk, Andy. I'll have to make sure when we get to Zarok's Lair. Actually, no. We get a silver shield in Zarok's Lair. I'll just make sure I don't use the bronze shield before then, or the copper shield, because if I use it up, I'll have to go back to a different level to get another one. Otherwise, it won't count that I've collected every weapon, because I have to have all weapons on me at once for that trophy to count. There we go. Let's see that chalice there. And I'm pretty sure I know I need to get 5 game overs for a trophy too. But I wonder if my fourth game over, not my fourth game over, if my fifth game over, I'll just keep jumping off the ledge at Zarok's Lair to die 4 times, and I'll get my last one collided with my trophy for giving the guards all I have. I'm pretty sure when I played the remake, I didn't have to kill myself, giving them all my health, like, in order to get a trophy. I'm pretty sure I just kept them all alive and I got the trophy, but maybe I didn't. But yeah, I have to literally give them all my health to get the trophy. I don't know if it means like all your health, like all your health bottles, but not your last health bar, but in case it doesn't mean that, I'm just going to get my last game over that way. And have it collide with that other trophy as well. You see, 5 game over screens. Some of these ones spawn, like the spirits come down from the sky, like here. Yeah, there we go. They don't all spawn out of the water here. I wonder how Zarok has that kind of spell where their spirits just fly down from the sky and manifest into an enemy. Like, that's not a thing in MediEvil 2. Where the enemies just fly down like that. Yeah, I was going to say, there was definitely another enemy here. But they despawn if you don't look at them for a moment. I also do see that money there. I actually did forget about it, so just as well I saw it. We got all the vials there, but we mostly don't care for health. I'll just go back for the chalice now. Wasn't forget to get that before we leave. This world. Oh god! There we go, the Hall of Heroes awaits. I can't remember when I was younger, if we ever got the chalice at this level when we were, like, really young. When I say young, I mean literally when I was still in single digits age. Because obviously I never completed this game until well into my teens. But obviously I got past this level before getting stuck in Gallows Gauntlet. I just can't remember if I ever got the chalice in this level or not. Or how many times we died on it, because I'm pretty sure I would have struggled with this one. With the narrow platforms, and I can't think of it. I don't know if they've come back out of the water or not, but we don't need to kill them, so... Because we've gone for the chalice. Yeah, so that's actually a platform thing that you could turn around if you had that wooden plank, but you actually don't have to use it. You could just jump across the ledges. If you want to play it safe, you could turn that, but... I don't know. I guess I'm a daredevil. There's actually 2 trophies to be earned in the next level. There's one for hitting myself with a falling crystal in Crystal Caves, and then one for defeating the dragon. Oh, actually, people who watched me play on my live stream of MediEvil Resurrection, when they saw that cute little flamboyant, polite dragon, that's MediEvil Resurrection's version of this dragon you're about to see in a second, who's a completely different dragon. He's like a very butch, manly Glaswegian dragon, but the one in Resurrection is all like, "Oh, you're asking for a piece of my mother." And this was like, "Ooh, there, so enter my lair and wake me from my slumber." Right. Oh yes, we get the magic longbow now. But I'm not going to go for the arsonist trophy till I get the dragon armor.
I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
Do you fancy a little gamble, like? That's so ASMR the way he says that. It's like, a little gamble, like? He says that about everything he gives you after the first longbow. Like, for someone who's a bowman, he doesn't really know much about the bows he's given us. Something satisfying about the magic longbow. Like, I know the other longbow is clearly on fire, but something about the fire being blue and that one just looks pretty. I do definitely need to remake, because I played the remake though. I'm going to play it next week though on stream. I feel like I don't give it enough credit, because it is a good remake. It's definitely a lot more loyal to original than Resurrection. I'm just so picky about some things about it that just rub me off the wrong way, but I will give it another go. It's just been a while since I've played it. I feel like I probably am just... Wait, hang on. I think I just saved. Oh, no. I'll save now. There we are. Now, into the Crystal Caves. I'm pretty sure I won't miss any trophies by the end of the game. I want to save... complete every level till last, because I want my Platinum's recording to be me finishing the game. I don't want my Platinum recording to be me dying. So I want to get the definitely Smorgasbord one out of the way before I complete the game. Because I don't want my... Yeah, like I said, I don't want my last trophy to be me dying. Like... There we go. Now, actually, come think of it, you don't even need the magic longbow here. I think if you just let the I actually love this level's music as well. I think this is actually, it's not the same soundtrack, but it's very similar to the narration at the start, like the intro, the Book of Gallimere at the start. It's like a different version of that track. It's a bit different, but I think I remember they used the one for. I think they used the one from Resurrection in the remake. I can't actually remember, but in this they have one that's kind of similar to the Book of Gallimere music. But I can't remember if they used the one from Resurrection in the remake or not. I do remember I still like the theme in the remake, but the level's music is so elegant. And this is another level where the chalices at the start of the level, you can actually get the chalice in this level even if you don't beat the dragon. I remember when I was younger, I didn't even know there was a boss in this level, because I did notice there was that room with the 2 dragon gems, but it didn't dawn on me there was a boss in that room.
Known as rhinotaurs.
I just thought there was a dragon we were not to wake up.
But in a state of hibernation, deep within these caverns. They use
the crystals to prolong their worthless hides. Yeah, when I was younger, I didn't know hides meant like their skin, basically. I thought that like he was being in their hideaways. Now there's more sticky fingered imps in this level as well, so I'll have to be careful. So yeah, we did get the trophy for getting a weapon back off of a imp that stole our weapon from us in Helter Mausoleum. We have another chance to get it here, but we did get it, so. But yeah, this level was not in Resurrection, it was replaced with Dragon Island, but it's a shame, because it's probably one of the best levels in the game. It's so pretty, like for its era, it's so colourful, the crystals look so good. When you bear in mind it's a PS1 game, I think the graphics of the crystals, like the transparency of them, the level looks so nice for a PS1 game, I feel. And again, the music, but I'm not surprised, because the music's always good by Bob and Park. Although I have to say though, in the remake, I just feel like I might have to listen to it a few times, but I can never seem to find the... Well, the Gallows Gauntlet one at least wasn't very memorable, but I feel like I did quite like the Ant Caves one. I just didn't like how different it was from the original. But it was a catchy tune, I did like it. It was just very different to the original one. Right, so there's actually 2 trophies to be had here. But yeah, getting all weapons and all chalice rewards are 2 different things in this, because I think actually we get the all weapons after all chalice rewards, funnily enough. Yeah, the all weapons one is silver, and all chalice rewards is gold, but I guess it's probably easier to get all the weapons than all the chalices, because for like the last few levels of the game you just get like useful items rather than weapons. So yeah, probably is easier to get all the weapons. So if you don't get all the chalices, you still have a chance of getting all the weapons. Because you get, for like the last 5 levels of the game, you just get like money, life bottles, life vials. I think we just got our last weapon there. If you don't count the... Yeah, that was our last weapon. So yeah, we need to just get the good lightning, and then we've got all weapons in the game. Yeah, I could top up my shield now, because I have the trophy for having 2,500 gold on me. Tread Soft Lady's Case for an ill-tempered dragon has... See, I don't know how when I was younger I had no idea there was a boss in this level. It was so obvious, like this little layer here, there's something that it was gearing us up for. Because I'd have had to go in there and it's so full of like life vials and money, it's clearly is gearing you up for a boss fight. Although I think they were expecting it to be harder for like people younger, but I don't even think I remember like when I eventually did play this boss fight, struggling on it. It's not a hard boss fight. Also, I think that's the sign of it snoring as well. The main old dragon can be summoned by inserting 2 dragon gems into the eye sockets of the relief. The grouchy dragon doesn't come out much and is afraid... Wait. He is afraid of the roof collapsing over his head. Oh, speaking of the roof collapsing over our head. I love how he's maybe afraid, but he's actually like... Sounds really manly, but then again... Macho-ness tends to cover up, you know, shyness, I guess. But the one in Resurrection is definitely very shy. Actually, just in case we can't do this after defeating the dragon, I'm just going to do this one now. I remember finding this trophy a bit easier in the remake, because I think that the crystals fell slower. Yeah, it says get hit by a falling crystal in Crystal Caves, but it's clearly a boulder. Yeah, no, that's clearly rocks, that's not a crystal. I think I have to be pretty quick again hit by it. Hang on. Oh, my shield took the damage. Damn it. There we go. Stop hitting yourself. Trophy out. Someone could add trophy. I appreciate it. If not, I'll add it myself. Just wait, I just got it twice. Why did it pop twice? Is it gonna pop again? Wait, why did it pop twice? Let me see. That must have been a glitch. Let me see. Okay, it's still 26. I don't know why it popped twice. That was odd. Where to stop hitting yourself? Yeah, there it is. It's actually funny that that's a trophy. You're just hitting yourself with a falling crystal. Yeah, I'll add trophy. One sec. I know the stream's a little bit behind today because it keeps going into the red a lot. Oops. Add trophy. There we are. And we're about to get another as well. Really fast, actually. We actually don't defeat him with weapons, per se. We don't need, like, a particularly strong weapon to do it. You need a hammer. It has to be a hammer for defeating him. A hammer or a club. Because we defeat him when his head comes out of the holes with the hammer, because we have to bring the rocks down on him. I love how he hasn't got a body, it's just a head.
I shall roast the flesh from your bones. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I will pluck out both your eyes. Oh,
great. I'm just going to give you a good hiding.
I'm just going to give you a good hiding.
So basically, it's always the platform to the left of where he is that you have to hit. Yeah, it's always the platform to the left of the one he's at that drops the rocks if you hit it. So this one's technically to the left of the one at the far left, because, yeah, if you keep going clockwise when beating him, you'll be just fine. And when he goes all the way around to this one. They even make this boss fight a bit harder in the remake, but he's still kind of easy. I know he comes in and out of the holes a lot quicker, like, the more damage you deal to him. But he's still, I think he was relatively easy in the remake, but they did make him more difficult. There we go, just like that. We bet the Glaswegian dragon. Whack a worm. Trophy earned. Add trophy.
Really hot. What did I have to go and do that for? Here, take this
bag of potion. Leave me alone. Drink it when you need it. Yeah, I'm going to use the dragon arm in this level in Gallows Gauntlet to farm the arsonist trophy.
I should let you breathe fire.
Now go away. I used to really think if I wanted to, I could just plan this all Monday, but I wanted to spend out my medieval journey throughout all of October. Because October to me is like the month all about, well, games like medieval. I would say it's like, obviously it's definitely the medieval month for me, but I don't want to speak for other people. Like, that's what I'm meaning. But, and I probably will still be playing this again in my own time, off the stream as well. But I'm probably playing it with my sister on Halloween, or maybe close to Halloween. There we are. Be careful here because there are collapsing platforms. We did actually defeat some of the ghouls from Pills the Ancient Dead with the flaming longbow. But we'll be farming. There we go. I had to destroy that with the Daring Dash for some reason. Oh, we got Arsonist already! I didn't realize we were that close to it. I thought we had to defeat 50 enemies. I must have defeated a few with the flaming longbow before then. There we are. Don't know why it wasn't responding to me hitting the imps. There we go. And this level is another one where we have to go a bit like the next level, the Gallows Gauntlet, you have to literally go in to the exit zone to get 100% of the chalice, so it's very easy to miss this one. I swear they did it on purpose. So we have the star rune now. So that's the thing, you can actually complete this level and get the chalice without defeating the boss, but you don't get the armor which is needed for the Gallows Gauntlet if you beat this level without beating the boss. So I learned that the hard way. Also, when you don't have a weapon equipped, the sticky fingered imps don't come out. As you can see, there's no sticky fingered imp here, but when I switch to the sword, he will. There we go. They only appear if you bring out your sword. I wonder if he actually goes away if I put the violet. Oh, Andy, could you add trophy? Because we just got a trophy before. For setting. I'm pretty sure it's 50 enemies on fire, but I didn't feel like I lit that many on fire. So I think we can just use the sword again in the Gallows Gauntlet. I don't remember getting that trophy this soon the first time round. Also, yeah, the remake, this part here, it's not just like a giant metallic-looking crystal. There's actually better-looking crystals in level. I don't know why this one doesn't look transparent, but yeah, in the remake, it's like a platform that rises here rather than the one singular crystal. But yeah, we have to remember to go back to the very start level for the chalice. Very missable one, because it'd be very easy to forget to go back to the start of the level, even though the exit's right by the start of the level, funnily enough. But, yeah, it's very easy chalice to miss, because it's like tucked in at the side, so if you're not like turning your camera around and you're not aware of your surroundings, you probably would miss that chalice. But it's a bit like Pumpkin Gorge where it's near the side of the level. We got this like very Halloweeny looking green sludge below us. It's a very small level, the Crystal Caves as well, like when you think about it, we're like, when we enter it, the exit's literally right next to us, but we just can't get to it right away. The Gallows Gauntlet's a very small level as well, it's the shape of a P. I remember the map of the level is kind of the shape of a deformed P. But it is, the next level was the bane of our childhood, wasn't it, Andy? the very level that kept us from completing this game. Technically it was Asylum Grounds, but we didn't know that when we were kids. We didn't know where to get dragon armor, we didn't know how to get it, we just thought we were doing something wrong. Wouldn't this make a wonderful tourist attraction?
Come see Stengard the Mighty! Come and see the last of the centaurs!
Oh yes, I know.
Oh, and see that dork over there? That's Daniel Fortescue.
Would-be hero. I think that's the last time he speaks to us in the game before he's like, you proved us all wrong. Yeah, I think you proved us all wrong was the only one we never saw as kids. But the, I think we get the lightning now. Oh! Yeah, well, I'm going to hold on to the lightning because there's a trophy for defeating, I don't know how many imps, but we have to defeat a number of imps with lightning, which we'll get in the entrance hall.
Daniel, there you are.
It can be good in the next level, but I'm going to hold on to it.
I know you have the heart of a hero, Daniel. Now we must show the others. Would you like to take my magic?
She's the only hero that seems to actually have faith in us and isn't passive aggressive at all. Like, she's the only one that seems to actually have faith in us. Like,
off you pop then, and keep your chin up.
Watch it.
Oops, sorry, Daniel.
Them saying that with that
take care.
angry looking face.
The people of Gallowmere are depending on you.
Well, we're doing a very good job. I love how that's just a zigzag. It does look very good, the lightning. It's a very satisfying weapon to carry. I like how the good lightning is just a green version of it. What the fuck? What was I stuck on there? It's very hard to actually... hang on, look. As you can see, when I'm holding down X and there's no enemy in my way, it still depletes. So, but in MediEvil 2, it doesn't deplete unless you're actually hitting an enemy with it. So it was a lot easier to manage it in MediEvil 2 because it would only... the percentage would only go down if you were hitting enemies with it, but if you're not hitting enemies with it, it still goes down in this. So you have to be careful with that. The lightning could be good. I think I used the lightning more in MediEvil 2 than I did in MediEvil 1. I don't think I ever really used it in MediEvil 1. I used it in Cathedral Spires of Descent and Whitechapel. I don't really use it in MediEvil 1 much, but I have to use it on the imps and the entrance hall. And we get a trophy in this next level too for defeating the Serpent of Gallowmere, which I normally don't wake up when I play it, but we'll have to wake it up for the sake of killing it for a trophy in this, but you don't have to. You don't have to wake it up, you can complete this level, it's not necessary to wake it up, but we have to for this trophy. But yeah, this level, it's actually kind of grim. They actually did add it in the remake, but with a different soundtrack, but it's not in Resurrection. But it's quite a grim level, it's like the execution, like obviously it's the gallows, it's where they hung and executed people in Gallowmere, like criminals and that. As you can see, there's impaled men and hung men, and I think the music from Pull the Ancient Dead definitely fits this level more, like the atmosphere of it, it's definitely a lot spookier. The two levels are... I would say they're linked, so it makes sense why they both have the same theme. But I think it fits this devil's darker theme more. Take care not to wake the Serpent of Gallowmere. See, it even tells you here not to wake it, but you do have to for the trophy. It is a most powerful supernatural creature that was bound somewhere within the chasm walls. But yeah, I think it's maybe a secret that you can kill it. But yeah, you have to hit it on its head in order to defeat it, which we'll do easily with the magic sword. But yeah, this level is why we can complete Game of Junker. So I have somewhat, it has been years, but I have somewhat PTSD with this level because of the amount of hours that me, Mum and Andy spent on this level when we were younger, like looking for anything that could be like a secret entrance or a secret switch. And we would try to jump around the fire gate thinking there'd be like a secret way around that we didn't have to, like, you know, even though there was like a lot of hints to say like there's a certain armor required and there's an alternative exit, basically implying come back later when you have. Yeah, there we go. The fabled dragon armor was forged by dragons from an age long ago. Seek out any remaining dragons if you are to claim this. Yeah, see, it does give you hints, but for some reason we're younger, we just didn't catch on to it. Also, I don't know if that's that looks like Zarok in his lizard form. I don't know if it's meant to be him or not. I remember when I was younger, I used to think it was Zarok. But this level. Is that blood and bones on the floor? Is that bones of people, or? I'm not actually sure. It's quite a grim level, this one, though. They did make it, like, less spooky in the remake, though, I remember, this level, but it did still have the hung, like, men and that in it. Like, this level was still in it, but I think they toned down the gory vibe of it, because there is, like, blood on the floor in this level, and, yeah, they did make it look a bit more slapstick in the remake, I remember rightly. I think that's probably the most useless explosive chest in this game, because by the time we've unlocked it, we don't need it anymore. But I will be hitting that switch just to get the money. I don't know why my swords just kept going through him there. But that's the end of the level. And I just noticed that's the same helmet. That must be the helmet of Gallows, like the Gallows army, because that's what the helmets look like in Pills of the Ancient Dead. They pick up the souls. But this level's music does fit this level and Pills of the Ancient Dead well, because it does sound like a... like the dun 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 dun. Like, it does sound like an army marching kind of tune. And this is the only level with mummies in it, and there's only like 4 mummies in a level, but I think they're such cool looking enemies. I like how in MediEvil Resurrection the mummies do appear more. But we have to use the dragon armor here. Yeah. And that's because of that part that me and my sister and my mum didn't complete this game for years. Because we didn't have the dragon armor to go through that gate. And it's a very important gate, and unfortunately I walked into it. But yeah, we tried to do things like jump around like the gate, thinking there might be another way in. I'll just set that one in place. But the dragon armor is pretty damn strong. Yeah, we're actually going to have to wake up the serpent in Gallows here. I don't normally wake up, I try to go around it. But I'm going to have to go to bed really tired. Oh, no worries. Good night, Andy. I hope you get good night's sleep. I'm sorry that you're feeling so tired and lethargic a lot recently. I'm so sorry. But yeah, we got the trophy for defeating it there very easily. But yeah, thank you for popping in for a bit. I love you, Andy. But yeah, I'll add trophy next. We just defeat the serpent in Gallows here. There we are. That's gone up to 29, so we just need technically 9 more trophies because the platinum is counted as a trophy. I love this level's music though, it's so gothic and dark. But then, in the remake it's not. That's what I don't like about the remake. I feel like they took away like the kind of personality that the original game had, but they didn't do that with all the levels. Like, just some of them. And I felt like the whole dark mess in the background, I know that was just because of the PS1 and its limits, but yeah, levels like the Asylum Ground I felt like still worked great in the remake, and but I don't know, there was just something they did in the remake that just didn't really capture, it captured the essence more than Resurrection did, but I don't know, there was something about it that just didn't quite match the atmosphere of the original, in my opinion. Like, I'm gonna top up my shield though. It automatically goes away when you equip your dragon armor for some reason, even though you can use it with the dragon armor. I like how it's like his chest and his legs are basically the same as his regular armor, but in green. There we go. And I believe that's the only rune in this level, this star rune. And right at the very start, there's a merchant gargoyle, very easy one to miss. Yeah, very start. Top up our shield. It'll mostly just be being our gold shield that we keep topping up with the gargoyle at this point in the game. Because the next boss is the ghost ship captain, which we don't even defeat with any projectiles, we just have to keep lighting a cannon. And I mostly use melee weapons to defeat most of the enemies in the next few levels, so we'll mostly just be keeping our shield topped up. But we have to make sure not to leave quite yet. Bear in mind there is a chance to still get. This is another level that sometimes these enemies even tease you and literally go right into the helmet mouth. And it's almost like the game is trying to bait you into leaving when you shouldn't leave. But there we go. Just singed all those guys, and now we can get the chalice, and now we're okay to leave. Oh, hang on, actually I might get this vial first. We're mostly full. I like how Stern Guide's like, some people say it's better to have a magic sword than a magic shield, but I say to you, this is rubbish. The sword's definitely better, because we've almost used half our shield and we literally just topped it up. Like, he's so full of shit, that Stern Guard. Now, next level's Haunted Ruins. Teenage me? Yeah, teenage me. This was like new territory for me, this level onwards. And I remember when I first played it years later at one of my dad's friend's house, it was very surreal to play a level past the Gallows Gauntlet, and I think I was even stuck on that one, funnily enough. But yeah, I love this level's music. It's very lore heavy, this one, because this is like Dan's old home, where he served the king before obviously dying in war, but this is his old home. And the music in this level just matches it perfectly, because
Oh, Danielle.
it's got a very...
I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble?
I don't know what it's called. Gloomy sound to it. There we go. This, I always remember after the Gallows Gauntlet we get the life ball from Ravenhooves. But yeah, I do love the music from the next level. There's a remade version of it to the Enchanted Forest in Resurrection, which they use in the remake in Haunted Ruins. But yeah, it's a very beautiful soundtrack. In Haunted Ruins, it has a Return to the Graveyard. Not Haunted Ruins. Then the Resurrection has a Return to the Graveyard remake theme. I don't know. I get it. I feel personally like the original game, the soundtrack does match it better. So I'm glad they did use a remake of the original version in the remake, because the backstory of the level is sad. Because that's his old home. His king's dead, all his people are dead, all that's there is just ghosts. So it does make sense. It is a very sad undoing of the castle. It's just the leftovers of his home, so it is quite a sad level, like the story behind it, so the music does match it very well. It's a very pretty level, and it's kind of a similar objective to Cathedral Spires of Descent in MediEvil 2, but in Cathedral Spires of Descent in MediEvil 2, you have far less time to escape the cathedral than you do the castle when it's crumbling down. And as you can see, the chalices start 12% filled, and that's because there are some good souls in this level. Those three farmers that are hanging at the start of the level, they're the only good souls in this level. We save them right away, and then we don't have to deal with any good souls the rest of the level having to save them. Since the farmers have been captured by the shadow demons, the animals here have gone hungry. Oh. So yeah, we have to feed the chickens. This bale of corn in particular, that's the only one with something under it, which is the switch. More chicken surrounding it, the more quicker it'll go down. But that should be enough. We have to wait a while for them to eat it. I think after a while some of them just stop eating the corn as well. I think you have to keep baiting them back onto it. I think in Resurrection the process is a lot quicker of them eating the chickens. There we are. And then we get these little gothic skeletons with like no faces. Like what are their faces? See, I think there's not even any statues here in Resurrection. It's hard to explain what I mean, but I remember in Resurrection this level just felt so empty compared to the original Haunted Ruins. Like there was not very much in it. There was no gargoyles in it, like making you feel depressed, say like this is your old home and it's in ruin. But we have like the gargoyles here actually giving us a bit of lore behind it.
This magnificent edifice was the seat of power and home to the royal house.
I think you can probably tell by this point in the game it was a bit rushed in MediEvil Resurrection.
Only to ghosts and forgotten memories.
This level in particular, because its structure is there, like home to ghosts and only forgotten enemies, so it's a very fitting track, this level. But it's just a very beautiful level. I feel like this level looks better in the PS1 than it does in Resurrection, but like, I'm not slating Resurrection, but I feel like I definitely prefer the original Haunted Ruins to Resurrection's version of it. The farmers are being held in the courtyard. The first sign of trouble, the shadow demons will sacrifice the captives. Okay, I might actually use the magic sword just in case I somehow mess up with the dragon armor killing them. I'm pretty sure I'll be quicker at using the magic sword. We have one flying demon here that flies low enough so that we can kill it with our sword. There we go. Right. I'm pretty sure it's only 2 of these demons that can kill these farmers. This third one doesn't... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I can't believe I just did that. I've not done that in years. Messed up there. Wait. Maybe I just needed to adapt how fast they move. But so glad that you have the ability to rewind on PS1 Classics. How did that just go all around him? Oh my god. There we are. So technically I cheated, but I don't care. I never make that mistake normally, so I have... It's a very interesting way to extinguish a fire, smacking it. Would that work in real life? Oh! You can light the club without even prodding the fire, though. You just have to walk near it. I think I'm only just realising that now. I think you can still get the chalice if you accidentally burn one, but I don't know. You can actually still kill them even now if you're daring dash into them enough. As you can see there, he glows. Enemies glow when you damage them, and as you can see, he glue there when I daring dashed into him. So yeah, if you daring dash into them too much when you're rushing over here, you can accidentally kill one on their way over here. So you're best just following them.
Forgive us, master. We have no pig to reward you, but we'd be honoured if you'd accept these shiny gold-coloured stones as a token of our thanks.
As a token of our thanks. I can't actually remember how they look in the remake, but they look more like what I would imagine medieval farmers looking like. But the ones in Resurrection look like ones out of, I don't know, Nanny McPhee or something. From some kind of fairy tale, I don't know. But, there we are. Oops, not the broadsword. We'll be using that again. We've got the magic sword. There's actually no need for the broadsword once you got the magic sword. It's basically just a permanent broadsword. It's like the broadsword's a rocket launcher and the magic sword's an infinite rocket launcher. But, yeah, it is. Actually, yeah, I'll top up my shield at this gargoyle. I just can't believe I messed up there with the farmers. I can't remember the last time I messed up with that part. I think it's because I charged up my swing before running at them, but I'm not used to how fast they were moving on the US version of the game, because I'm used to them moving slower than that. Because I did nearly kill him. I remember this level is very generous with vitals, because I do have a lot of... I've pretty much full health. I'll switch your phone.
Sir Daniel Fortescue, it's been a long time. Welcome back to your home. But it is sad that you should see it so. The jewel in Gallomir's crown has become a corrupt...
I like how even the gargoyles sound depressed in this level. Like, look at your home too, Mr. Gargoyle. What if these gargoyles were like people once as well, and they're just like the souls speaking through the gargoyles, or if Zarok has just used some kind of magic to make them talk. I wonder what the gargoyles were before all this, but yeah, the gargoyles in this level just have a very different tone in their voice. They sound so depressed in this level. But I like how they kind of like tell you about what's going on in this level and what like the story is behind this level, whereas in Resurrection there's just no gargoyle or no lore into the level really, like when you're playing it. Like to remind you, I know it's like spoken briefly, but yeah, there's just no gargoyles or any books like telling you about the lore of the level, really. But yeah, those enemies there, they're supposedly maybe the same ones from Build the Ancient Dead. They're a bit bigger in this level and have a different weapon, but... yeah, I remember thinking that they were the same enemies, they just looked a bit different, but then Resurrection, they're the exact same ones from Build the Ancient Dead, and so I guess that kind of confirmed it for me that it is the same ones. Long ago, this was once the majestic throne room of King Beargrin. Now foul demons stalk the corridors. The spirit of the king must be saddened indeed. Oh god, I remember when I was younger, like completely I don't know if it's because I was playing it like without enhanced graphics, but the part of his face that's his beard, I thought was his face, and I thought he just had one massive crown. Sometimes the ghost of King Beargrin as you wander in the halls. Oh god, the idea of a haunted castle I always find very fascinating, because I know there was apparently a room in the castle made it's haunted too. This part is very different from Resurrection. There's like a whole like pool of lava like down here in this segment here. We have to get the chalice. But also, I believe this segment level was originally for a different level called the Coffin Vaults. This part down here, but then ended up getting used in this level instead. I can't quite tell, actually. I could tell it wasn't necessarily from this level, because if you fall down that hole, it does seem to lead into some kind of like dark random abyss that you wouldn't imagine being at the bottom of a castle. But... actually, I would believe this floodgate was here. It just seems like a very dangerous room to have in a castle, like a narrow pathway like that with like an endless pit of death below it. I don't think you need the dragon armor here. You can, if you're careful, walk around that. Yeah. But I love this level's music. I remember when I first heard it, like, it felt so surreal to hear, like, new medieval music that I'd never heard before. And just to play a medieval level I've never played before, as well. Yeah, I can't remember, was this where I got the Spring to Life trophy when I first played it? I can't remember. It might have been the Gallows Gauntlet. There we are. And this game is actually how I know the phrase Iron Will, so whenever I hear the prick Iron Will in Dead by Daylight, I always think of this game, because it's like, I know these things mean nothing to a man of your iron will. Hey, Fortescue. Yeah, but the part of his face, it's his beard. I thought... His beard, I thought was his face when I was younger, and his face and his crown was just a massive crown, but with enhanced graphics, you can clearly see his eyes and his nose. I thought, oh, he was a very young king when he died, but he wasn't young at all.
Fortescue, what's happened to your jaw?
What happened to your jaw?
Bad luck, old man.
One of the very few unique lines of dialogue from
Zarok
the whole game, because usually his dialogues are reused.
Beneath us within this very mountain, they prepare as we speak to invade fair Gallowmere. If we are to thwart his plans, we must bring down the castle on top of them.
We must unleash the lava behind the floodgates.
I can take you to the gate's control lever, but you alone can pull it. Of course, it's a highly dangerous mission.
Even for a dead man.
I dare say that when that fiend sees what you've done, he'll make sure you spend eternity in the most unspeakable torment. But then, I know these things mean
I've a lot of levels that don't have any, like, trophies specific to those levels. There's only very few levels in this that have trophies that are to be done in specific levels. Like,
good luck, old friend.
very cool there's like a trophy in this level for not... For saving the farmers, for example, at the start of the level, because that's like something that could be potentially missed. There you go, this boss fight doesn't start until we hit this lever, but they're very easy to take care of with the dragon armor, so we'll just do that instead. Oh, trying to daring dash that switch. But you get a lot of time here to escape the castle. In MediEvil 2, you only have a minute to escape from the cathedral when it starts collapsing. You have like 2.5 minutes here. And the stone golems are very easy to defeat with the dragon armor. As you can see, they just get absolutely dragged off the ledge. Now I'm just going to switch back to the sword. I'll just try not getting damaged from any of the fire shoots coming up. And like in the original, I like how the castle is clearly collapsing. I think it does in the remake as well, but in Resurrection, there's like your controller's not vibrating, the castle isn't vibrating, there's no fire shoots coming out, there's no like glowing lights anywhere that implies the castle's falling down. In MediEvil Resurrection, it's just, there's just a timer. And you just have to believe the castle's collapsing, but in this it actually looks like it is. There we go. I think in Resurrection that rune actually leads into that room and you have to pull a lever there instead. And I'm just being careless there because I know we're about to get a vial here. This level is very generous with health. And we have a lot of time left, so we're just going to grab the chalice here. I'll just defeat him because it's fun to defeat enemies. He's walking into a wall for some reason. And I believe that our chalice reward is vials after this level, so yeah, we're both definitely going to be fine. I'm just going to read this because it's a timer pause when you read it. Hot scalding oil, burn your skeletal toes with, that will. Better find a way to close the oil vents before crossing. Oh yeah, we just did that. And what's this one here? Hurry, the castle's about to be destroyed, the gates are locked, find an alternative means of travel. But I like how here, when we get launched at the castle, we land in a random... Well, I think this was actually a deleted level, but they turned it into a cutscene. Instead, it was going to be Circle of Shadows and a Jabberwocky chase. But they turned the two levels into a cutscene here instead, which leads to an eagle saving you and dropping you off of the ghost ship, whereas you just get launched from a catapult that apparently launches you high enough to hit to land in the ghost ship in Resurrection. Which I don't understand how, because it must be a very high castle then if it lands you in the ghost ship up above, but... I don't know, before the original does the transition from this level into ghost ship. Yeah, we meet our damn simp again here for 2 more life files. They don't censor any of her dialogue here in the remake, but they do in her first visit. They censor like by over half her dialogue.
Well,
they removed all personality she had.
I've got a little present for you. Why don't you shut your eye and hold out your hands?
Why don't you shut your mouth? There we go, that's the last we see of Amanzi. They did her so dirty in the remake. Feel bad for her voice actress. But, so now we'll get a trophy in the next level for defeating the ghost ship captain. I'm just going to make sure that I am keeping track of them. Yeah, we're 29, 39. I'm just going to see what ones we have left, just to make sure that I haven't missed any. Yeah, complete all levels is a trophy, collect all chance rewards, defeat the ghost ship captain, defeat Lord... Oh yeah, defeat Lord Gardock, that's Wayne Zarok's Lair. Yeah, we haven't missed any. Don't worry. But we'll get one after defeating the ghost ship. It's actually weird. I remember this is probably the hardest boss in the original, but it's by no means hard. I remember when I first played this level, it was a hard level because I kept falling off ledges all the time, and it was... A lot of the ledges you fall off don't result in you dying. They just keep dropping into rooms that you have to take like a long detour back round again, and... Yeah, but... I did struggle with this level like the first few times I played it. It was definitely one of the harder ones, and then the game sort of like takes a bit of pity on you with the one after it because the entrance hall is really easy. But this Jabberwocky chase was actually initially meant to be a level, but it's just a cutscene instead. Yeah, it's the Circle of Shadows there, and then the Jabberwocky chase. I wonder if the Circle of Shadows was going to have a chalice in it. Did it? I wonder if this... I know there was like maybe a mudslide level you went down. I wonder if like on the way down that mudslide was there a chalice to pick up? Like, was every level going to have a chalice? I don't know. Because yeah, every level has a chalice except for Damn Scripts in this. In MediEvil 2, some of the levels don't have chalices. Especially towards the end of the game. Like Cathedral Spires and Time Machine. Well, the Time Machine technically has one, but not one that you collect yourself. Nine Slugger doesn't have a chalice. It's just a boss fight, that one. I know it's Tyrannosaurus Rex. But now we're on the ghost ship. The ghost ship looks so small there in the cutscene, but it's definitely not that small. It must be really high up, this ghost ship, if it's above the stars. God. Falling off that would be deadly. I'd hate to be trapped in a ghost ship like that with all those skeletons. The captain's terrifying. He's funny though.
Tell the men to scour the decks for him.
I love how camp the officers, or the officer, but pirate. Bowers.
Is that really necessary? Couldn't we just give him a good tongue lashing and drop him off at the next port?
Look, there's not a man-jack on this ship who wouldn't keel-haul his own...
I love that little interaction. It's funny.
There'll be no tongue lashing. Bring the landlubber to me and I'll...
Terra Manu Orifice. I was like, what the fuck's an orifice? And when he said bowels, I thought he said balls. That's actually pretty grim though, like, I'm going to hang him by his bowels. But, this is the only level with, like, I guess you could say skeletal enemies, because usually, like, I guess technically zombies count, but, like, ones where they literally just bone is what I mean. In MediEvil Resurrection, there's actually quite a lot of skeletal enemies, but yeah, this level is the only one that has them in the original. It's a similar concept to Kensington, this level, like with the enemies. Had those blue ones. Basically, we're keeping all these little other ones alive, and they'll keep standing back up until I kill this blue one. It's a bit like defeating that. I don't know what you call it, the regal zombie that I used to just call the posh man growing up. But yeah, basically they'll just keep coming back to life until you defeat him. So it's a bit like Kensington in that way. But there's only 3 sets of those zombies in MediEvil 2. There's like 5 of them in this one. And that clock's at 11. It's staying at 11. That clock must have stopped a long time ago. Yeah, these ones keep coming back when you defeat them. So there's no point really defeating those ones with the red sleeves. Most of the crew seem to be under the control of a few officers without them being like, yeah, so basically what I just said there. So we actually have to fall down this hole. There we go. They make it look like you're not to come down here, but you actually do want to come down here for this shield and this money. You don't necessarily need to defeat them. And this leads you out past here. So yeah, you end up getting past that way unscathed anyway. It's like the game tries to trick you into not getting what's down there. In MediEvil Resurrection, I think that part's open. Yeah, because this level is sort of similar to MediEvil Resurrection, but I think they extend it a little bit. and you can explore like the under parts of the ship a lot more, because you have to like find a path the way back to the start of the ghost ship to like launch the cannon. There we're full now. So we have 2 more life bottles to get. Yeah, we get it from the Town of Ice and get one from Dark Steadfast. Then we'll have that trophy. Healthiest man alive. Dead. They sound like they're burping. Something satisfying about the clanging sounds that makes when you hit them. I think it's the only time we have to defeat the... or maybe not. Like I say, I'm pretty sure you have to defeat the red ones as well as that blue ones and the other small ones, because I think you have to defeat those red ones that respawn in order for that to destroy. I can't remember if that part is actually accessible in the Japanese version or am I just thinking of Resurrection? I'm not sure. Right, so we actually again have to go down here. Because there's enemies down here, and actually some vials down here, which we're going to need now, because we've been taking a bit of a battering. To quote Winston. Use it sparingly, or be you that gets a battering. It's easier to use your shield in this, well, in combat. I think MediEvil 2, you have to be stood still in order to not take damage with your shield. I don't think, yeah, you can't take shield damage while attacking. I'm never one for actually using my shield, because it's not really needed. You can afford to take that damage half the time in this game. In the remake though, however, with the Cursed Helmet, I'm actually playing with the Cursed Helmet, but I'll collect every chalice, because I want to see how hard it'll be with the Cursed Helmet if I collect every chalice. Because, oh god, it was so difficult doing that chalice-less with the Cursed Helmet. I kind of underestimated how difficult that challenge was going to be for my charity stream, because I was planning on playing all the MediEvil games without getting all the chalices, but yeah, the remake definitely did make the challenge harder, especially when you're wearing the Cursed Helmet to make enemies do twice as much damage. But I'll collect every chalice wearing the Cursed Helmet. I'm pretty sure I'll manage it then. We have to step on the shredded wheat. Here, just want to time this jump right. There we are. No, I'm not going to go in there. We're doing fine for health right now, I feel. Yeah, we're full of health. Oh, actually, I'll think of it. I don't want to come up here yet, actually. Actually, I might as well just defeat them all up here. I was going to leave them till later, but now we still have one more set of enemies to defeat. Oh, I forgot you could just walk off this side. But yeah, this is actually the only level, I think, of the game where you have to defeat every single enemy in order to get the chalice. Oh yeah, you actually do have to defeat these guys here, because these this is the part I'm thinking of. Sorry, I thought it was before, but this is the part where you actually have to defeat all 4 of these guys in order for, because even though they respawn, those barrels will only destroy if I defeat them here. So yeah, this is the only level in the game where you have to defeat every single enemy to get the chalice. Oh, what's this? The ghost ship captain is as tough as the old sea boots. You will need something a little... Yeah, I remember like there's a part where it starts raining and the fire goes out and you have to like use your initiative, which means it gives you another reason to use your dragon armor in the remake, which is good because like obviously it has more purpose than just the Gallows Gauntlet in the original. But yeah, it rains and all the fire goes out, so you can't light your club anymore, so you have to defeat him by lighting the cannon with the dragon armor, which I thought was a pretty cool addition to the game. I like how they added... Oh, you can't see through those clouds. Oh my god. But yeah, I think I remember he was somewhat challenging when I was younger, the ghost ship captain back. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine for us now, but I remember he's probably like one of the hardest bosses in this game, but then he's still very easy. But I'm glad in the remake that they did make the bosses harder, because, yeah, after playing the game for so many years, the bosses just, you just could beat them with your eyes closed half the time, and I feel like every time I do this part, just... Oh, all 4 of them stayed out. Hell yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like every time I play this, there's always one of those skeletons that work their way into this boss fight. They don't attack you for some reason. They just always hover down here. But yeah, those skeletons that were following me in there, there's usually always one that gets in, but looks like this time we managed to stop them from getting in. So basically here, we just have to keep lighting these cannons. The ghost ship captain doesn't hit us once. He basically just keeps walking back and forth, patrolling the ship, barricaded in, just letting his men do all the fighting for us. Like, he actually doesn't hit us once. The one in Resurrection tries, but he's still a flop, because the one in Resurrection shoots cannonballs at us, but they go right over our heads, so the only way you get hit by them is if we jumped into them, which I think was a bit of a oversight on their part. But basically we just have to keep spraying and praying cannonballs at him and hoping that we get him with them, while defeating these other ones in the process. They do surprisingly make this quite difficult if you don't have enough health up to this point and don't have many strong weapons to take care of them with. So we have lost 2 light balls here, but the next level will make up for it. Oh god, that was very bad for me. But yeah, in the remake, like, this is mostly the same objective, but in the remake, about halfway through it starts raining and the lights go out. I remember, like, when I first played, I thought, wait, what the fuck am I meant to do here? And I'm like, oh, use my dragon armor, of course. So they add that little extra bit of challenge to it. But I have to keep switching back and forth between my club and my sword here to light these lanterns. Cause I'm not going to use my club to defeat them. I don't even know if you can defeat them by setting them on fire, I'm not actually sure. I don't think I've ever tried. Right, he's nearly dead. Right, one more wave of these guys. We'll have this. That's what I mean, like, he's still a relatively easy boss fight, but he's probably one of the harder ones compared to the other bosses. Which is good, because he's the second last boss before we go to Zarok's lair. And I like how this Zarok's when you think, because obviously that implies that he's been nearby, Zarok, because he always leaves that trail behind him, so he must have recently been on the ghost ship himself. Oh, for some reason my chat's way behind on my phone. I was like, why am I not seeing messages on my OBS? But yeah, it's just because my phone was way behind for some reason. There we go. 30 out of 39 trophies. So now, we're officially at Zarok's castle. We're in technically the final level of the game, but we have 2 more levels to do. We've got like a small level at entrance hall, and then we have the time device. And I was stuck on that level for a very stupid reason when I was younger.
You are back here, Fortescue. I think this is because
I think he's my favorite hero, just because he's so funny.
But I have something else I can give to you. Something you may find very interesting.
I wanted to make a sound alert earlier of him going, some people say it's better to have a magic sword than a magic shield, but I said, dude, this is rubbish. But then I kept getting an error on Twitch when trying to set it. God, they're so generous with money in this game. Like, you do not need this much gold. I think it's just more for 2016, huh? It's weird to think that was 8 years ago. But, it probably is good for people who are, like, newer to the game and don't know what they're doing and probably do go through a lot more ammo to figure out what they're doing. But if I growing up, I probably would have spent a lot more money than that, but yeah. You just have so much money left over at the end of the game when you play it now. So, we potentially could get a trophy in this level. How many imps do we have to actually defeat exactly? I think it's 30. Let me see. Right, 12 imps. Okay, so it's only 12. We'll definitely do that this level. And there's 20 chalices in the whole game. So we've got every chalice up to now, so that trophy will automatically pop when we, I think it's when we leave the Hall of Heroes after getting our last weapon. Oh, Lazy, hello! How are you? Welcome in. We're on the final curve of MediEvil now. We're officially in Zarok's castle, but Zarok's castle is like split up into 3 levels, so it's like the entrance hall, time device, and then Zarok's lair. So we have a trophy to get here now for frying 12 imps with lightning. Those mischief imps have been at Zarok's spellbook again. They've shielded by magic the naughty creatures. Yeah, some of the weapons don't damage. I think you can still defeat them with chicken drumsticks, but yeah, I believe they're shielded from projectile weapons.
Said Daniel Fortescue, standing bold as you like.
The fly of Zarok's castle. I'm actually doing really good, surprisingly. Very good right now for the MediEvil, but yeah, I've been on pretty good spirits the past few days. Thank you for asking.
The land into eternal night. But come on in and make yourself at home.
He's so sarcastic with his like, oh, we're worried that the Zarok's about to plunge the land in eternal night and, you know, completely destroy the kingdom, but come on in, make yourself at home, like, have a cup of tea. But, yeah, we're currently, well, I think we're definitely planning MediEvil tonight. We've only got 2 more levels, including the final boss, after this one. We're going for, oh god. Oh, never mind. We're going for a trophy in this level, actually, for frying a dozen imps. I think we just fried 3 there. That's 4. This is probably like the shortest level in the game, but this is the level you see in the open cutscene, where like the camera zooms down here and then goes through that little grate there down to where Zarok is plotting. I probably shouldn't charge it, because it does seem to drain more of the charge. I think that's the ghost ship there. Probably is. Might be giving distance from these because there's some sticky finger imps in this part. They stole the lightning. Bastard. Oh, he didn't get away with it, thank god. Where is it? Where is it? Wait. Oh, he didn't get away with it. Never mind. Sorry. It just went all the way. Oh, thank god. At least I didn't technically cheat there then. Wait. Oh, there we are. Zip, zap, imp, splat. It's on your... Oh, thank you! I know, I just completely missed it. I was like, wait, what? I'm pretty sure I killed the one that had the lightning. But, yeah, thank god. At least I technically didn't cheat then. I just thought I cheated. There's something satisfying with the magic in the sword, I guess. Not sword, I mean the torches is purple. But yeah, if someone could add trophy, that'd be great, just because we got a trophy there. We don't actually need to fry any more of them with the lightning, because we got that trophy. I'll just kill them all with the magic sword now. The lightning is a fun weapon, but it can be replenished at the Merchant Gargoyle, and you don't have many of them. But I just don't remember a point I ever really used it in this. I think I use it on the eyeballs in the next level, like the floating eyeballs, but that's about it. I definitely used it a lot more in MediEvil 2. And this is another level where you have to basically go right into the exit to get 100% chalice. It's like the game tries to make you accidentally leave without getting the chalice. Top our shield. Yeah, we have the Samurai Hell music again here. But yeah, it's definitely, I think it's definitely the shortest level in the game. It's such a small level. We took our time with it a little bit there, just to well, I think it's because I'm talking as well. I think when I talk, I automatically do these things slower. But this level could be done in like a minute if it wasn't too quick enough. There we are. We're just gonna grab the chalice now and leave. And the next level is probably one of my favorite in the game. Actually, I love the time device. I love the music to it. I do kind of like the original version of the time device over the remix one, because the remake one used the one from Resurrection in it, but I feel like the one in the original sounded more like it would go to a level related to time, just because you could hear like the sound of gears and ticking in it. I feel like the Resurrection version that was in Sleeping Village didn't really kind of have that feel to it. But I like it. It just doesn't seem to really match the remake time device, in my opinion. I feel like the original time device sounded more like it fit the level. But yeah, again, this is another level I didn't see when I was a kid until I was much older, because yeah, it was past Gallows Gauntlet territory. So on the second last level now, the time device. So we're about, next level is we'll get our final chalice. We also get our final life ball in time device too. This is our second last one we get here from Dirk, aka Paul Chuckle.
Hey, Danny man, how's that sword bearing up? I told you it was magic, right?
Told you it was magic,
I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy your chances, like?
What if you poison me? Just give me a random green potion, like... I'm sorry, I know that, like, realistically, like, a potion like that would obviously have liquid inside, but something about the rather stony look of the PS1 life bottles just looks so pretty to me. I don't know what it is. I used to just enjoy drawing them for some reason whenever I would like just do random drawings in MediEvil. I used to like drawing life balls and chalices. Just something about the way the life balls look in OG MediEvil just look great. Like, don't get me wrong, I like how they look in the remake too, but something about the rather stony look of them looked really good in the original. I like how the first one you get is grey in the Japanese version of the game, because the first life ball you get is empty. I can't remember if they all are. I know for sure the first one you get is. So yeah, there'll be one trophy to get this level if you're getting our last life ball. And then we're going to get a few from Zarok's Lair, actually. But I think the time device is a very cool penultimate level. How he's got this master security system, like, that we could somehow figure our way through into Zarok's castle. I think this is specifically Zarok's time device that he created. Which you'll hear about from the Gargoyle at the start of the level. It's a very creative level, and very, I remember when I first played it, like, it was so weird how I got stuck in this level, and I'll tell you how. I've no idea how I got stuck in this level. It's so stupid. I must be so blind, because I couldn't get past this first sector of the level, and I'll show you why in a moment. But this is the only gargoyle in this level.
Using a dark magic called science.
Yes, science is dark magic. Why are you?
Has constructed a device based around the mechanical measurement of time. The innards of this
agnostic.
Are fiendishly
the dark magic of science. That's actually the opposite of agnostic.
Keep your eye on the flying timepieces, and get ready to reset the hands of the master time clock.
Keep your eye on the flying timepieces. When I was younger, I thought it meant those little flying clocks that fly around that all say 7 o'clock. It means literally those 2 flying hand pieces you see at one point. Quite misleading bit of dialogue there. Zarok has constructed a device based around the mechanical measurement of time. Yeah, basically, it's a very creative level. How basically he has this time device that, like, basically unlocks a train that leads to his castle. And I like how the part here is different each time. It's not the same time on the clock each time you're here, so you do have to keep your eye on it each time. It's always different. So I think every other puzzle in the game is the same each time, but yeah, for some reason when I was younger, I got stuck in a bit here because for some reason I didn't see this bit at the site. And I don't know how I got stuck in this level for ages, because I just did not see this path that led down here when I was younger. It wasn't because, like, the level's unbeatable at this point, because, like, I had everything I needed. I was just blind, I guess. It's actually pretty interesting. There's that one solitary platform over there with nothing on it. I wonder if initially something was maybe on there, or they just didn't edit out in time. I don't know. But you can probably tell I'm such a fan of MediEvil. I'm just waffling on about it. Like, but normally, like, when I'm playing Dead by Daylight or something, I'm just talking about everything but Dead by Daylight. I like how the time runes are purple in the remake, rather than just like a stony color. I like how that iPod follows you, like, where you move. What's the time on this one? You don't technically need to go the other one, but we need to go that way anyway for the health and the life ball, so it's half 1. 1:30. Yeah, I like how here the time is different each time. But I think it's such a cool penultimate level, and I think the penultimate level soundtrack is just... It definitely feels like a penultimate level. It does feel like a build-up to, like, a final showdown, this level's music. It's quite a chirpy soundtrack. It's very upbeat, considering some of the more mellow tracks we've had up till now, like towards the end of the game. Like, the Ghost Ship, I'd say, is a pretty mellow soundtrack. And I would say the, yeah, obviously the Haunted Ruins. But then you get this level with, like, the second last level having this very upbeat music. Oh. Yeah, what's that with these guys with the lightning? Yeah, surprisingly, the eyeballs actually do give you chance percentage. Like, the eyeballs look a bit like sort of enemies that don't give you chance percentage, like the frogs from Chad Earth. But yeah, no, the eyeballs do give you chance percentage. So the eyeballs must be the eyeballs of undead souls. The Zarok is raised from the dead and given wings. So we actually have to come back here later, but we have to come over here just now for a rune. We can't get everything we need here now. Well, by everything I mean the chalice. But we have to do this now. No, we can't get the chalice yet. We have to do this in order to disable all of these electric force fields, because we need to disable that to get our last life ball from the game. There's a little optional path here to give us some money. If we walk in that Dorito. It's a very grey Dorito. There we go. Ugh, we'll just jump on there. There we go. I hope I don't mess this jump up because I have messed it up before. But it's a very, very unforgiving placed money set of money because your camera is not on it. You just kind of have to wing it and hope you don't fall to your death. There we go. And now we should be able to get that light ball because that force field should be down now. So we can do the other time puzzle now. Yeah, I just kind of have to walk across narrow platforms in the US version of the game because I'm just not used to how fast you move. But and you don't actually have to bounce on them, you can just daring dash your way up. For some reason if you daring dash on them, it makes you go high up as well. Right, so 5 to 7. There we go. No, remember it was half one, the other one. Alright, break it. Another trophy here in a sec. There we are. I still find it so surreal that a game from my childhood back in the early 2000s has trophy support. So video can add trophy right now because we just got our last life bottle from the game. I remember when I was younger just thinking, like, when I saw the hint in Return to the Graveyard for like where it says there's many secret areas that, like this throughout Gallamere, I thought I was like missing 1 or 2 or something to not have a full row of life balls, but no, there is only 9 life balls in the whole game. In MediEvil 2, like, there's 11, so that it fills the entire bar. I love this level's music. It's a banger. But I feel like the level does sound more like it's related to time, like the music. It does sound like it would go to like a time level, but I just feel like the one they use in Resurrection, it doesn't sound like... Hang on. It was half one, right? Oh, I'm an idiot. It was the wrong hands. They're... Wait, so we need 7 more, so technically 6, because 7 including the platinum. Wait, so wait, all weapons, all chalice rewards, die, give okay, leave you like hard out. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Just making sure. Go. I only took damage because I'm impatient as fuck, and I only took damage because I'm dumb as fuck. I just walked up a ledge. Oh. Okay, so we got the earth room before from that area with the chalice that we can't get yet. You actually, for some reason, like here, I've just noticed like if you don't open one of those doors, you have to push the train to face. You cannot get this to lock in place. Like it'll never stay perfectly in line. It'll always like move over a little bit, but it sort of like locks in place when you open the door. It won't lock in place like that if you don't open the door. It'll just keep moving a little bit past. Also, this Zarok's train reprises its role in MediEvil 2 in Kensington and Dankenstein, but you can't ride them. But they are in MediEvil 2. When you're riding it, there's a little cool trick in it that when you're on it and you press X, it hits the horn. Oops. I have a feeling they probably were planning to have this level in MediEvil Resurrection at that time, because I don't know why they'd leave it out. It's such a cool, like, I guess you could say puzzle of a level, like a cool little dramatic entrance to Zarok's Lair. The little final showdown. I always thought the back of the train looked a bit like a face with a long nose. I don't know why. Oh yeah. We got some boiler guards spawn here. Yeah, the boiler guards do appear in more than Sleeping Village and Resurrection. They appear in the Ghost Ship instead and Scurvy Docks. Scurvy Docks wasn't in this game, and they don't appear in the Ghost Ship in this game, but they appear in Town Device, which is not in Resurrection. It's actually weird that the level that the dragon armor was needed for in this game isn't in Resurrection. But you do need the dragon armor in Resurrection. They changed it to where basically Zarok blew up the castle, like to spray a pool of lava around the entrance to the auto ruins. There we are, now I have to make sure to backtrack for the chalice now. And we should get the gold trophy for collecting all chalice rewards. We don't get the trophies for that until we actually, I think we'll leave the Hall of Heroes after getting the reward, if I remember rightly. Oh yeah, we've already got one of the other gold trophies. More and we'll be proud. There's a trophy for just defeating 250 enemies. It's gold. There we are. The same goes for that, like, if you're not fully open that gate, like, you can't perfectly face the train at that track. That's actually pretty cool that the tracks, like, split upwards until you're actually on the train, and then they just go down last second. They're like, you're really paying attention enough, like, they just, like, go down rapidly, like, they just go, like, they don't, like, lower down slowly. Yeah, they don't lower down until you're actually on the train. If you immediately, like, look at your camera through it, like, the tracks just go down instantly. They don't, like, slowly lower down, like. Okay, I'll top up real quick. There we are. Well, we're mostly locked in cogs for next time. Actually, no, we'll be definitely locked in cogs, because I just remembered our last challenge reward is, I think, 3 vials from Meglin. Off your pop then. Keep your chin up. Keep your lack of chin up. I must remember to go back to the chalice. I'm just going to face this where it has to go first. There we are, now to return for the chalice. Oh god. I swear the narrow platforms are killing me on a US version of the game. It's because I have fasty moves. But that's our last chalice in the game. But we haven't got our last chalice reward yet, so that's what our trophy's for. Getting these vials from Meglin. I think that's the same name anyway. There we are. Just toots our way out. Okay, I can get my camera on that one there. It's like locked in place for that one, but yeah, if you look through it, like quick enough, you just sort of see like the tracks just sort of go. They don't just sort of go like they just go. You prove us all wrong. That's what he says in your last trip.
You prove us all wrong. Maybe it is destined to be a hero. Maybe it can defeat Zarok. The people of Gallimere may never know of your past mistakes, and you will indeed be remembered as the people's hero. Your time in exile is over. Welcome to your new home, Sir Daniel Fortescue.
I always found that dialogue's like so emotional when I was younger, because I knew I was near the end of the journey when, you know, they're finally accepting us, the gargoyles, instead of making fun of us all game, and yep, we finally see our statue solidified, because we've earned our place in the Hall of Heroes now. We've redeemed ourselves as hero. And we won't need all these vials, but yeah, we'll get ourselves all the way up there.
Daniel, thank
all the way up here.
goodness you're still safe. I have a gift I can give to you, but sadly, I can't say how useful you will find it.
Very useful, although we won't need all of them, but Neville said no, it's a life file. But yeah, we don't actually get the trophy for it until we leave the Hall of Heroes. At least I don't think so anyway. But yeah, we have got all chalice rewards now, because you don't get a chalice from Zarok's Lair. But we're actually going to go for a trophy here from farming up game overs, although I don't know how the game knows, like, from a PS1 game. Like, when does it pop actually? I actually can't remember when it pops. Oh, there we go, King of Cups. There we are. If anyone is there right now, if you could add trophy, that'd be great. I'll add it myself if not, but if anyone's available right now to add trophy for me, thank you. But now, we're just about to farm up some deaths here, because we have to see 5 game over screens, and I don't want that to be my last trophy I earn, so I'm just going to grab it here in Zarok's Lair. I don't know how the game knows, like, with it being a PS1 game, like, a game made like years ago before trophies even came about. Oh, thank you for adding Trophy Shy. Before trophies even came about, like how, like this is even before PS2 times. Like I wonder how they actually programmed a PS1 game to have trophies. Like how does the game know that I've had a game over 5 times if it hasn't saved each time I die? But it somehow does, because I got it last time. But this one especially confuses me, how a modern console knows how I've gone a game over 5 times in a PS1 game, because it doesn't save your game over. So I thought that like trophies like are based off your save files. But here we go. This is going to take a while to die here because we're full of health. But we have saved before it, so we're going to have to just like farm some game overs here. But I'm also going to stack it with another trophy for giving the Guards of Galmir all I have. I think if I get a game over by actually dying, like myself, losing all my health, that'll count. I always find like the life ball effect so satisfying. There we go. There we are, so that's 2 game overs. I feel like the game over like animation there starts a lot sooner in the US version of the game as well. But there we are, that's 3 out of 5. Now we just need to get one more this way, and then I think I'll get my last one stacked with giving my army all I have. It's weird though, because I'm certain in the remake I didn't die to get that trophy for giving the army of Galmir all I have. I'm pretty sure I got it just after getting through that section of the fight. It just seems like the requirements are very different in this. Either I just don't remember rightly, but I'm sorry I don't... Actually, I'll play this level probably in a second now. I'll actually even get the trophy gun of weapons after this, actually. I'll just get this part out of the way. Oh shit! Cause like if I actually have to get the trophy gun of weapons just now, because I can't keep my army alive without it. The good lightning. But I have to make sure that I use so much of it that it kills me. Because basically I exchange my health for theirs, so I have to give them my health, but you have more than enough health to give them, but like I have to basically just give them all my health for this trophy. I heard apparently, based on how many souls you saved like Galmir, they're not as green at times, like, but I don't know if that's entirely true, because as you may see, like not all of them had full health. Apparently, like if you, for example, if you killed every soul and oh, there we go, Master Dan at Arms. So I'm gonna add trophy. That'd be great. Thank you. That's for getting all weapons. Right, I'm just gonna use all of my lightning on this one here because I don't want my army to win, because it'll just make this trophy easier if I'm just having to keep this one soldier alive. There we are. Almost it. Oh, that seemed to pop. Oh, I think you have to. Okay, it does count there. Definitely smorgasbord, so it does stack. 5 game overs. I just wonder how the game knows I've had 5 game overs. It's interesting, but probably because it's recorded. I have no idea. I just don't know how they coded it to where it knows. But I did notice it says almost a hero. I think it says gets it. I noticed it popped just before I lost my last little bit of health, so I think I do have to do it where up to the point where I just have a tiny bit of health left but not die. But it's okay. We got 2 in a row there. So I'll add trophy twice. Trophy. So now we just have to, let me think. There's defeat Lord Cardok. Oh yeah, defeat Lord Cardok and complete the game. Ah, and then that's just done. But we'll play the level properly now. I won't skip any cutscenes or anything. I'll let it all play out because Paul Darrow doesn't have much dialogue in this game, and he's an icon. Rest in peace, Paul Darrow. He has more dialogue in Resurrection, but he's a funny guy, and I think he should have had more involvement in this game. He should have appeared more because like his dialogue in this level is funny. Like he's clearly a comedian, and
We never thought you'd get this far. Your final
Your
encounter
final
with Zarok
encounter.
awaits me on this point. He has surrounded himself with his unnatural bodyguards, but you may yet even the odds by calling upon the lost souls collected within your chalice.
Is the chalice?
Place the chalice on the shield at the heart of the arena. Good luck, Sir Daniel Fortescue.
I don't know if I find something spooky about the way the game just sort of forces you to talk to that gargoyle when you like walk up to it, it just pans over to him just side-eyeing you. I don't But now we're playing the level properly. I don't know why like the little barriers inside of the door just look like giant teeth with the little small teeth above it. We don't really need that silver shield, but we'll just grab it anyway. We'll just get the good lightning instead of the nibber stone. I think in the remake they did sort of work around that pretty well, like how it's maybe an exact replica of the original, no nibber stone. Made it so that it's basically the spirits in your chalice is the good lightning.
Centuries spent as worm food has done nothing to diminish your naive obsession with the freedom of Gallowmere.
What is that, Fortescue? Your lucky cup. Because actually, just find a random good lightning in a chest, which, why would that be there in Zarok's Lair? But yeah, basically all the souls you're collecting in your chalice are the souls that you're using to give your army strength, so...
Prepare to attack, my warriors. I want the dogs gnawing marrow from those bones within the hour.
I remember like one emulator I was playing on, it was very glitchy because I remember like Safair instead of prepare. Safair. Like Fortescue. Your lucky cup. I just like how the souls that come down are different colours to the ones that go up. Wait, they all look pretty green, those ones. I wonder if maybe that is, there's some truth to that, like if you don't kill any good souls through your journey that you have more healthy soldiers. Like, luckily you don't have to keep them all alive, you just have to keep enough alive long enough to defeat Zarok's army, but by the looks of things, if you have enough health like, and you're just keeping one army member alive, you can clearly see before that all of your health isn't enough to overthrow his army. There we are. But we were just using all of our lightning on one soldier last time. We're sort of like sharing it among them all this time around. Yeah. And also the only swear word in this game is in this level 2, because Zarok drops the bugger line, which is actually in the remake as well. I'm surprised about that, considering the amount of other stuff he's sent to. And luckily here, unlike Resurrection, the vials that they drop for the soldiers that are still alive stay there for the rest of the level. They don't like stay there for just a few seconds and then disappear after a cutscene. So yeah, you have to start this level with quite a lot of health. You have to give them a lot of your health, but luckily you get most of it back, or probably all of it if you keep enough of your army alive for the rest of the boss fight. But again, it's surprisingly like easy last battle, really. Like in the remake, they definitely made it hard in the remake, especially with the cursed helmet and no chalice weapons. But there we go. I'm gonna jump along with them as I always do. I even did this in my long play. We are free from the tyranny of Zarok. So they're technically like spirits then. But they look very solid for spirits. Oh. Suddenly, I'm actually somehow getting my gang on them. Sometimes like I lose where I am. When it teleports a different soldier here to pick up the vials, but somehow I'm actually managed to keep track of where I am. And I think because we didn't lose a single soul, we get all of our health back here. Yeah, I don't think we lost any. And I think it's a trophy for just defeating Lord Cardok here as well.
You always were fortunate in battle, Fortescue. Let us see how you fare against my champion,
the late Lord Cardok.
He eats people like you as calcium supplement.
Right, I do use the magic longbow and the dragon armor is kind of good against him. I'm just going to use the magic longbow just because it's just fun to use it, really. I'll use the dragon armor on Zarok. The dragon armor is, you practically just annihilate Zarok with that. But as you can see, the health bar on Cardok and Zarok is a lot bigger than other bosses. But yeah, basically when he freaks out the gas when you can damage him, but basically he stays in that stance. Like, I don't know if it's just a glitch, but if you just stay next to him and just take shield damage and keep firing at him, he just constantly stays in that stance. There we go. And we just defeat Cardok, just like that. And then that's another trophy earned. Well, it should be anyway. There we are. Bugger.
Right.
Not so scary now, eh?
I've just about had enough of your meddling.
That's it. Hello. Oh, hello. Troll Rafa, hello.
Where is that spell?
Welcome in.
Ah, yes.
Where is that spell? Ah, yes. Oh, if anyone could add trophy right now, I'd appreciate it. That's our second last trophy of the game. The last one is just for completing the game. Oh, thank you, Shy.
Oh. Oh, not right now.
Oh no! Right. This last sound effect here, I think I got very nostalgic when I first heard it because it might have been MediEvil 2. It's the same sound effect of Winston appearing. The sound, that sound there. Oh, that purple light as well. Like a buck 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 buck. Oh, not right now. Oh, I'm sorry. This will actually be on YouTube. So don't worry, you'll still be able to see it.
None shall
I'll be editing and
mighty
posting it
Zarok.
somewhat soon.
Buck, 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 buck.
Buck, 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 buck. Look at that, spell still has an
So
effect on
prepare
him.
to die, Fortescue.
So prepare to die, Fortescue. Yeah, and you see his head in MediEvil 2. A game that does exist. And if anyone sees my video about... I did a video recently, a vlog about MediEvil 2. There's a petition in the description of that video, even if you're not a MediEvil fan, if you could be so kind, but to sign that petition, if you can be arsed, I'd very much appreciate it. Because it's a petition for remaking it, it needs a lot more signatures. This is the only boss fight in the game that has a different theme, which I believe samples another sound, because I've definitely heard this soundtrack in other things, like Buffy. But yeah, I have to wait for that blue glow around him to disappear. Yeah, the dragon armor basically just annihilates Zarok. It's surprising how easy the final boss fight is, considering it's the final boss. But yeah, I do like that in the remake they actually made the bosses menacing, because yeah, they're just... At least now, I don't know if it's just because I played the game a lot, but I don't know if it's just because they don't expect you to find all chalices and they expect you to have weaker weapons, but the enemies just don't feel... The bosses just don't feel that hard to me anymore. Like Zarok's an easy boss in my opinion. It probably is just because I find all the chalices, like the later weapons are meant to be strong, but at this point in the game you have no choice but to have the dragon armor. You can't get to this point in the game without it, so let you use a cheat code to open all levels but not get all weapons. Well, we did lose 2 life balls to him, and maybe a third, so I guess we did take a bit of a beating from him. But god, we literally, like, bet Zarok by skin of our teeth in MediEvil Resurrection. Curse you, Sir Knight. I might stream MediEvil Resurrection again around about Christmas, just to... maybe to YouTube and Twitch.
Then all shall perish. You are
it always reminds me of Christmas.
Fortescue. You will never leave this domain.
Are you going for MediEvil 2 playthrough too? Not tonight, no. I do have a playthrough of that on YouTube if you want to check it out. But I hope it comes to PS4 and 5 with trophies. That'd be amazing. But not tonight. But I probably will play MediEvil 2 again on stream at some point because it's one of my favorite games, and it's the bane of my child. Not bane of my child. It's literally the childhood game. It's my first ever video game. First ever PlayStation game. And there we are. We have platinumed MediEvil again. We've platinumed all things MediEvil. We've platinumed the MediEvil remake. We've platinumed MediEvil Resurrection PS4 and 5. And we have platinumed MediEvil 1 PS4 and 5. Thank you, Shy. Basically, you'd have to just add 2 there, because, yeah, including the platinum. So there we are, it's platinum number 93. And next, maybe it's Until Dawn? I guess we'll see. We've got a few potential ones we can get next. I'll decide soon. I know I'm trophy hunting on Until Dawn next week, so we might get it next week. We'll see. I always get very sad at the end of a MediEvil journey. I always get very emotional, even though I could just do the journey all over again. It's just, I just know that eventually one day, one medieval journey will be my last. That's such a depressing thought. But there we go. Yeah, the village is no longer possessed. Thank you, Troll Panda. Yes, until they finally decide that Medieval 2 exists and bring it to the PlayStation Store with trophies, I officially, as of now, have platinumed all the Medieval games. Or in all versions of it. But not to fret. That end of an adventure is how Medieval 2 starts. And we only get this cutscene here if we've collected every chalice. This is a bonus cutscene. Yeah, because we haven't earned our place in the Holy Heroes if we don't get all the chalices. Oh, can I tell him? Da, 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 da. I can't tell which hero's a witch. I can tell which one's Canny Tim. I can tell which one. Oh yeah, I can definitely tell which one's a Manzi. Oh god, she's definitely gonna try and get away with it in the spirit world, isn't she? I wonder why they all look normal, but we still look like a skeleton when we find our place in the Holy Heroes. So I guess technically we're in heaven here. So I wonder why we're still a skeleton here. I mean, judging by what you look like, Fate's Arrows, I'd rather be a skeleton. That's so harsh. Oh my god. But there we are. Another medieval playthrough comes to an end, and I briefly see a map of Galamir in FMV format there. But if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for joining me on this journey, everyone who did, because I know a few people have been liking it and been commenting on it. But yeah, the adventure ends once more. I love you all so much, and I do stream on Twitch practically every week. If you ever want to catch me away from YouTube, if I've not posted for a while, I'm very present on Twitch, and well, I have another YouTube channel called Steven's YTPs, but it's very different content to here. But if you're wanting to check it out, feel free. I don't post it nearly as often because I have to be in the right mindset to make those videos. But yeah, all my social media links are down below, and I have a link tree as well. Like, I've got a Discord, I've got a Patreon as well, I've got a Throne, a Twitch, yeah, all of it's down below, and a Twitter as well. But thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone. Love you so much, and happy Halloween.